Welcome to the world of crypto. In this video, you're going to learn how to buy cryptocurrency using Metamask and Trader Joe so that you can buy some of the hottest cryptocurrency on the Avalanche network. And we're going to do all of this in just 4 minutes. So let's dive in. Starting off, the first thing that we're going to need to do is make sure that we are downloading the right MetaMask extension. So be careful out there because there are people that are trying to steal your hard-earned money by using fake applications. So what I like to do is go straight to the MetaMask Twitter so that we can get the link to their website, which is metamask.io. And then that will open up to their webpage here, and up on the upper right hand corner or in the center here, we see Get MetaMask. Once that loads up, we can go ahead and click Add to Brave right here in the corner. I'm using Brave. I prefer Brave over Chrome, but you can use Chrome if you like as well. It'll work exactly the same. So we'll go ahead and add that extension. It's gonna download a file, and then it's going to immediately install it. And now that we've got that done, we need to get our wallet set up because that has to be done before we can go any further. So you'll go ahead and click the MetaMask to open it up, and it will open up a new tab where it's going to prompt us to create our wallet. This is where you're going to need that pen and paper. First thing first, agree to the terms, create a new wallet, and then you don't have to do this. I'm going to say no thanks because I don't want to be tracked. And now we're prompted to create our password to start setting up our wallet. So this is where you're going to need that pen and paper because there is a seed phrase that you need to keep very safe. It's very important that you do that. So now we'll go ahead and put our password in, and we'll go ahead and continue. And now that you've got your password put in, I strongly recommend that you immediately write down the seed phrase. So we're going to do that now, and I'll be right back afterwards. All right, and now we've got our seed phrase written down and we verified it with MetaMask so that we know it's correct. So now we can go ahead and click done, and our MetaMask install is complete. Congratulations, you just set up your first on-chain wallet. The first thing that we need to do in order to get started on the Avalanche blockchain is actually add the Avalanche network. So if you click the drop down here where it says Ethereum mainnet, we can scroll down and here we see Avalanche network C chain. We want to add that right in. So we'll approve that and allow that to happen. And it's going to take a second, but not too long. All right, now before we can actually transact on Trader Joe and start buying our first cryptocurrency, we first have to get some money in this wallet. So in order to do that, you want to click on Receive. This is your wallet address. So this is how you're going to send tokens to this wallet. You have to copy this address and you can utilize that. So now that we've got our address put in, you can go to any centralized exchange. Today I am using Coinbase because that's what I personally use, but if you're overseas you might use something like Binance, but we're on Coinbase now and we do have some AVAX in here. So we're going to go ahead and send this Avalanche, and we're going to put in the address that we just made, and we're going to just send all of it over. All right, we've got our Avalanche being sent over. Now keep in mind, you always want to send more than you plan on actually deploying because you do have to pay for gas. If we look, we'll already see that our Avalanche has arrived. Now that we have our tokens on chain, we can head over to Trader Joe, which is lfj.gg. All right, now that we have our tokens moved on to MetaMask and we're at Trader Joe, and to get started, the first thing we must do is connect our wallet. That's how you log in. That's how the platform sees your tokens and how you start trading. So we hit the login button and it'll see that it detects our MetaMask. So we're going to go ahead and accept that EVM because this is an EVM wallet, and we're going to connect. What we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go to swap. And then, yes, we want to trade our AVAX, and we're actually going to be buying Boy today. So what you'll do when you're going to buy Boy is you will type in Boy, and it will pop up right here at the top. However, since it's not available yet, we will do a small swap just to show you exactly how it will work, and we're just going to buy some Arena token. Arena is an amazing platform on the Avalanche network that's like a social finance platform. Very cool. I suggest you check it out. A lot of people in the Avalanche ecosystem love it. So what we're going to do is we're going to buy one AVAX worth of that. So we'll just put one in here. That's about $16, and we're going to get $16.03 of Arena token. So then we'll go ahead and hit swap. It's going to pop up again that we will need to confirm that. So we can see on the right hand side here, MetaMask opened up, and we'll go ahead and confirm that. And now that that's done, it's going to start the swap process. And once it's complete, we will be able to see it not only here, but in our address as well. So now it's done. we can see that we have 3,300 of Arena, and our AVAX balance did drop one as well. So now that the swap is completed, I'll go ahead and show you how we can add the token to the Metamask wallet so that we can actually see it in there. Because you'll notice when we open up Metamask, you are not able to see the Arena token that we just bought. So in order to do that, what we want to do is we're going to come in here. We're going to type in Arena token on Trader Joe. We're going to go to it. And what we need is this right here. This is called the contract address. So this is the address for the Arena token specifically. So we'll go ahead and copy that. Now we can go back to MetaMask, and on the right-hand side here, above Avalanche, you'll see these three dots. You'll want to click the three dots, import tokens, and then we'll paste in the address that we just copied. So now we'll check that. Next, import it to the list. And now we can see here, we've got our $65 of Avalanche and we've got our $16 of Arena token. And it's that simple. So if you've made it this far with me, congratulations on buying your first token on the Avalanche network. You are on your way to being a degenerate and getting in the trenches. This is where the real money is made, but you have to be very careful. Make sure you're only using contract addresses from verified sources, and also make sure you're only downloading the browser extensions from verified sources as well. Never click links. Don't trust people that are sending you random messages, and definitely never follow MetaMask support on Twitter, because they are trying to scam you. MetaMask does not have a support team that will reach out to you on Twitter. It's very important that you continue to remember this. Aside from that, absolutely never share the seed phrase that we wrote down towards the beginning of the video. That is basically the keys to your house, right? You don't want to give that to a stranger. Make sure you keep that safe, because if you give that away, you will lose everything. Other than that, I hope you've managed to follow along very easily. If you have any questions at all, do not hesitate to drop them in the comments below, and myself or somebody else will help you without hesitation. Congratulations again on buying your first crypto. Smash up the likes, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.